Greetings and salutations. My name is Michael Schwahn, and today we are checking out the Legend of Legacy HD. Now, this just says Legend of Legacy because in our normal fashion, when we have the opportunity to do so, and when I remember to actually do it, I went and grabbed the old trailers for when this game originally came out. It came out about 8 years ago or so on the Nintendo DS or 3DS, whatever, one of those. One of the ones flipped up and had 2 screens in it, okay? And it is being remade in HD and is going to be available on modern consoles, PlayStation, probably Switch. I know it's on Steam. I think it's on everything, but I know for sure it's on Steam because I have the Steam link saved already, all right? And so apparently this is a really beloved RPG from the time of old. I missed out on a lot of the RPGs that were exclusive to like the DS, 3DS era. But yeah, so good opportunity to see what this one is. And I'm really glad to see that more companies are trying to bring their DS era games forward, because emulation's absolutely a thing, right? And emulation is great, and I'm glad it exists for games that are just otherwise not able to be played easily. Looking at you, Xenosaga trilogy, what the fuck? Please, for the love of God, bring that trilogy to modern consoles, please. Or Skies of Arcadia Legends. Mostly we're talking about old RPGs. Thankfully, games like Lost Odyssey or Blue Dragon are available on Xbox Series X and S if you buy them through the store, because it does have a level of backwards compatibility all the way back to the 360 era, but there's a lot of games that are still locked in the past. But those games can be emulated and emulated well, and it works just fine. DS games you can emulate, but it is not ideal because of the way that those games were designed. They were designed to have 2 screens, right? And the emulator just puts both screens up above one another, and it's fine, but it's not great the way that emulating like Xenosaga is, where you can just like throw HD textures on it and like a widescreen mod into Skies of Arcadia and stuff. But if they bring it forward themselves, then it gives us the opportunity to be able to enjoy it in a more comfortable format. So we're going to take a look at what Legend of Legacy looked like originally and compare that to the trailers that are out for the HD collection or HD version or whatever they're calling it. But anyway, so let's get started. Thankfully, these trailers aren't ancient the way that some of the other ones that we've done this with are, to where I'm like squinting over here because on my monitor it looks like just 5 pixels. That's pretty pixely though. Mind you, didn't the DS have like a 280p screen or something, just junk on it? It's got big Bravely Default energy. The girl with amnesia, a gentle soul in search of her past. She apparently still remembers how to fucking fight, though. God damn. Okay, it was 3DS. All right, and they released 9 years ago. Well, 8.5 years ago. Whatever, close enough. All right, so that was the introduction to Mirrors and Bianca. The way that they did these trailers, at least according to the way that they were uploaded to the official Atlas West YouTube channel, the actual trailer came out after all of the character introduction trailers. Muscle memory for the combat? Maybe, sure. Could be. Tapping into instinct. Liber, treasure hunter. A spirited scavenger with a taste for adventure. Interesting. Why? Garnet, Templar. A loyal knight of the Holy Order. The way that the environment like pops up as you're running, like it's not pop-in, it's an intentional design choice, and it's an interesting one. I don't know if I like it or not. All right, we have 2 more characters to meet. Owen, 3 more, I'm sorry. Ellen, Eloise, and Filmia. Owen, mercenary. An expert combatant known as the Baron. Eloise, alchemist. A sultry lass searching for eternal youth. She's like, I'm hot, and I would like to stay being young and hot, please. Filmia, frog prince. Hi, the heir to a lost kingdom. Okay. So what we know so far is that it appears to be a turn-based RPG with a 7-character party. And I know nothing else at this point. So let's hope that this full trailer gives us a little bit more of an idea of like what is going on. Is this like a precursor to Octopath Traveler or what? So this is the full trailer for the original release.
The island of Avalon. It appeared in the Northern Sea 10 years ago. Its civilization was prosperous, and the gods lived amongst men. This is how our adventurer's tale began. It is but a small portion of their long and arduous journey. And yet, their lives and yours will be forever changed.
Combat looks pretty solid.
This is a tale weaved from the legacy of the old gods. The legend of legacy.
You know, the thing that I have curious here is that here at the beginning, it says 7 protagonists and 7 stories, right? Which does give me big like Octopath Traveler vibes. But the other thing here is that if we see, let me see if we have the right screen. So right here, we can see there's 3 party members in the combat party, which means that you do have the ability at some point to get other party members into your party. And you did the same thing in Octopath Traveler, right? You could actually recruit all 8 people. And the person that you chose only affected the overall story a little bit. And so it makes me wonder how much your protagonist choice affects things here. Like, how distinct are these different stories? How distinct are the endings from one another? Because having 7 different endings or 7 different stories as a whole is a pretty, not a small thing to try to accomplish, you know? All right, so here's the HD remastered announcement trailer back in September of 2023. See how much better it looks or different. If I remember to click play. Many adventurers have challenged fate and never returned. The legendary island has awoken from its eternal slumber. Avalon. No one knows what secrets lie hidden here, a gateway to paradise or to the abyss. This is a tale weaved from the legacy of the old gods. A long-forgotten mystery. The Legend of Legacy. HD Remastered. We didn't actually show the game at all, just some artwork that scrolled by. Embark on a one-of-a-kind adventure. With these PNGs, explore vast lands. We brought more PNGs. There's the game. Okay. Battle monstrous foes. Does look a lot better. I mean, obviously, you know, just around a decade of time of difference made for modern consoles that are using higher resolutions. Like, obviously still very stylized, and that's perfectly fine. But this is what we largely like to see when it comes to like HD remasters. We like to see texture improvements, a hell of a lot of anti-aliasing, because especially games from the DS, they got stair-step jags all over the place. So definitely what we like to see out of this. Okay, and then here is the gameplay trailer, which should show us a lot more than me memeing on the amount of just still images that went by. Never mind, we're gonna scroll over the still image. I'm joking. So they like kind of like moved the bottom screen to a transparent mini map up in the corner. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm just curious. Which character? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these characters has to be in here twice, right? It's this guy, this blonde guy. He is the bow and the fist. He is both of these. I was like, they only had 7 characters, but 8 weapons. Who got to be in here twice? This is a big bird. Cool. The only thing that I do really wish that there was from these trailers was a little bit more explanation of what like their story is. Like each of their little story trailers was like, yeah, this is, you know, this is Mirrors, an elementalist, and they're a traveler with the spirits as his guide. What the fuck is he traveling for? Like, are they just going to this island because it's there? Many have come seeking riches, glory, and legendary treasure, but in the end, they all vanish, swallowed up by darkness. None have seen into the heart of this island, now awakened from its eternal slumber, the mystical land known as Avalon. Do its depths hide a stairway to paradise or the gates to the abyss? This is the tale of some yet unknown truth spun from the legacies. So yeah, I guess they are. I guess they're all just going there for one reason or another, for the sake of adventure. One chick's, you know, looking for the key to eternal youth. So yeah, I guess they're just going there because like they're adventurers essentially, and they're like, yeah, what else are we gonna do? They have a launch deal. Get special discounts and bonuses until April 4th. So you a 10% discount of the base game if you buy the deluxe version, which there is no price listed here currently. Base game, recovery items, art book. Let me see if there's a price for this game on any other platform. Because when it comes to these HD remasters, that's always like a big question, right? It is available for $80. Oh, this is the collector's edition. Okay. I was like, damn. What are we doing? Let me see if there's a price on anything else. So this is the deluxe edition on Amazon, which this is the deluxe here, and it's $50 for each console. But that is not the base game, right? Don't see the listing for the base game. But if the deluxe edition is $50, then maybe the base game is $40, which I think would be not a bad price. I mean, you could get the deluxe edition for $45 thanks to the discount, right? But yeah. All right. That's not too shabby, because that's always a big question when you see people. Because what was the game that we checked out a few months ago? It was like the one where you're like a witch in it's like almost like a tower defense game. I don't remember, but it was way overpriced, the HD release of that. Same with like the Etrian Odyssey, I think was the name of those games. They were like $50 each, and it was like, guys, no. I mean, this is 50 with what they're marketing, and I feel like it's just really hard to find a good point for these. But regardless, that looks really good. Good job. I think you did a good job on the visual improvements of bringing this into the modern system. And let me know what everyone else's thoughts are. Like, if maybe they already think since it's a remake, no spoilers. I guess, yeah. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like that's one of the appeals of remakes and remasters, though, is it gives people that might have missed it originally a chance to experience it for the first time, right? Because I wasn't there. Grimoire was the name of the game that I was thinking of before I said Etrian Odyssey. Grimoire was the name of that one, where it was just a really overpriced HD first. I think it was fucking 60 or something. It was like, no, absolutely not. Anyway, yeah. So, but cool, very much so. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you played the original Legend of Legacy, how did you feel about it back then? And how do you feel about it seeing available now? And after watching this reaction with us, everyone, if you haven't played Legend of Legacy, what do you think about this? Do you think you might go check it out? Do you like the improvements? Does it appeal to you? Let me know what your thoughts are overall. Please leave them down in the comments below. If you want to keep up the conversation elsewhere, we're on all social media, Twitter, Threads, Instagram, Blue Sky. We have a Discord. Links to all of that are in the description. Otherwise, you can just catch us on Twitch. This video is recorded live, and I would love to see you there. If you enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. If you do watch another video, or if I see you in the live stream, thank you and enjoy.